Good evening. My name is Tom Bell, and as always, it's a huge and very sincere pleasure to welcome you to St. James to listen to what will be a fabulous concert of some wonderful organ music performed by Rashaan Allwood, whom I hope many of you know. La Nativité is in many ways considered to be the most original and most important work in many people's eyes of the 20th century. So we are privileged to be hearing it this evening, especially at this time, and under the very deft hands and feet of Rashaan. This comes at the end of a wonderful, successful 3 or 4 months of organ recitals held on Tuesdays. So these will continue on January the 13th and weekly thereafter. They are free, and you are most welcome to come and join us. Rashaan will introduce the work a little bit himself, but as we get going, could you give a very warm and effusive St. James Cathedral welcome to Rashaan Rory Allwood. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to performing this incredible cycle in this incredible space with this amazing organ. And for all you amazing audience members, so I can't wait. I just wanted to talk just a very little bit about the music for those of you who might not know the music of Messiaen or the language that we're about to experience. But with Messiaen, even though it's a message about nativity, I feel like there's a lot of this irony, these opposites in Messiaen, where we're celebrating the birth of Christ, this beautiful moment, but it's important to remember that this is the birth of a baby who will be crucified, this horrible thing that happens to Jesus. And even though it's this beautiful moment, there's a lot of pain and a lot of knowledge and foresight and suffering that even led up to that moment. So a lot of this music, it's both a reflection on the beauty and the pain. It's like this yin and yang that's always present. And beyond the pain, there's also a little bit of the mystery that we have with God and the moments in life that sometimes make no sense. You can't understand how this moment could be, but if you take time and with meditation, you can start to understand them. So with this music, I think we'll hear a lot of joy, a lot of ecstasy, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of mystery, and I hope a really beautiful nativity experience. So enjoy this cycle by Olivier Messiaen.
Christmas Poems by Langston Hughes. Look, there at the star. I among the least will arise and take a journey to the east. But what shall I bring as a present for the King? What shall I bring to the manger? I will bring a song that I will sing in the manger. Watch out for my flocks, do not let them stray. I am going on a journey far, far away. But what shall I bring as a present for the child? What shall I bring to the manger? I will bring a lamb, gentle, meek, and mild, a lamb for the child in the manger. I'm just a shepherd boy, very poor I am, but I know there is a king in Bethlehem. What shall I bring as a present just for him? What shall I bring to the manger? I will bring my heart and give my heart to him. I will bring my heart to the manger.
Descent by Malcolm Guite. They sought to soar into the skies, those classic gods of high renown, for lofty pride aspires to rise, but you came down. You dropped down from the mountains sheer, forsook the eagle for the dove. The other gods demanded fear, but you gave love. Where chiseled marble seemed to freeze, their abstract and perfected form, compassion brought you to your knees, your blood was warm. They called for blood in sacrifice, their victims on an altar bled. When no one else could pay the price, you died instead. They towered above our mortal pain, dismissed this restless flesh with scorn, aloof from birth and death and pain, but you were born. Born to these burdens, born by all, born with us all astride the grave, weak to be with us when we fall, and strong to save.
The Gospel of John, the first chapter, beginning at the first verse, in the translation known as the Message. The Word was first, the Word present to God, God present to the Word. The Word was God, in readiness for God from day one. Everything was created through him. Nothing, not one thing, came into being without him. What came into existence was life, and the life was light to live by. The life light blazed out of the darkness. The darkness couldn't put it out. There was once a man, his name was John, sent by God to point out the way to the life light. He came to show everyone where to look, who to believe in. John was not himself the light, he was there to show the way to the light. The life light was the real thing. Every person entering life, he brings into light. He was in the world was there through him, and yet the world didn't even notice. He came to his own people, but they didn't want him. But whoever did want him, who believed he was who he claimed and would do what he said, he made to be their true selves, their child of God selves. These are the God-begotten, not blood-begotten, not flesh-begotten, not sex-begotten. The Word became flesh and blood and moved into the neighborhood. We saw the glory with our own eyes, the one-of-a-kind glory, like Father, like Son, generous inside and out, true from start to finish.
Christmas 1 and 2 by George Herbert. After all pleasures, as I rid one day, my horse and I, both tired, body and mind, with full cry of affections quite astray, I took up the next inn I could find. There when I came, whom found I but my dearest Lord, expecting till the grief of pleasures brought me to him, ready there to be all passengers' most sweet relief. O thou, whose glorious let contracted light, wrapped in night's mantle, stole into a manger, since my dark soul and brutish is thy right, to man of all beasts, be not thou a stranger. Furnish and deck my soul, that thou mayst have a better lodging than a rack or a grave. 2. The shepherds sing, and shall I silent be? My God, no hymn for thee? My soul's a shepherd too, a flock it feeds of thoughts and words and deeds. The pasture is thy word, the streams thy grace, enriching all the place. Shepherd and flock shall sing, and all my powers outsing the daylight hours. Then we will chide the sun for letting night take up his place and right. We sing one common Lord, wherefore he should himself the candle hold. I will go searching till I find a sun shall stay, till we have done, a willing shiner that shall shine as gladly as frost-nipped suns look sadly. Then we will sing, shine all our own day and one another pay. His beams shall cheer my breast, and both so twine till even his beams sing and my music shine.
Angels by Bishop John V. Taylor. Should you hear them singing among stars or whispering secrets of a wiser world, do not imagine ardent, fledgling children. Thy are intelligences old as sunrise that never learnt right from left, before from after, knowing but one direction, into God, but one duration, now. Their melody strides not from bar to bar, but like a painting hangs there entire, one chord of limitless communication. You have heard it in the rhythms of the hills, the spiraling turn of a dance, the fall of words, the touch of fingers at the rare, right moment. And these were holy, holy.
A Christmas Sonnet by Kevin Carey. A snowflake impaled upon a thorn, a diamond of ice in a shell, a season as close to grieving as withering flowers on a grave, a baby exiled in a cave, a tousle of hay for Noel, a scenario as far from believing as shepherds seeing the Messiah born, a blossom of blood on a manger, a ruby of blood on a tree, a season as full of danger as an imperial decree. Now see Calvary in the snowy night and the open tomb in the stable light.
For the Time Being, a Christmas oratorio by W.H. Auden. The weather has been awful. The countryside is always dreary. Marsh, jungle, rock, and echoes mock, calling our hope unlawful. But a silly song can help along, yours ever and sincerely. At least we know for certain that we are 3 old sinners, that this journey is much too long, that we want our dinners and miss our wives, our books, our dogs. But we have only the vaguest idea why we are what we are. To discover how to be human now is the reason we follow this star.
In Memoriam by Alfred Lord Tennyson. Ring out wild bells to the wild sky, the flying cloud, the frosty light. The year is dying in the night. Ring out wild bells and let him die. Ring out the old, ring in the new. Ring happy bells across the snow. The year is going, let him go. Ring out the false, ring in the true. Ring out the grief that saps the mind, for those that hear we see no more. Ring out the feud of rich and poor, ring in redress to all mankind. Ring out a slowly dying cause and ancient forms of party strife. Ring in the nobler modes of life with sweeter manners, purer laws. Ring out the want, the care, the sin, the faithless coldness of the times. Ring out my mournful rhymes, but ring the fuller minstrel in. Ring out false pride in place of blood, the civic slander and the spite. Ring in the love of truth and right. Ring in the common love of good. Ring out old shapes of foul disease. Ring out the narrowing lust of gold. Ring out the 1,000 wars of old. Ring in the 1,000 years of peace. Ring in the valiant man and free, the larger heart, the kindlier hand. Ring out the darkness of the land. Ring in the Christ that is to be.
Rashaan, please don't go away. I know I speak on behalf of all of us. Words are almost meaningless after such fabulous music making. Your music has said it all, and thank you on, again, behalf of all of us for making the angels, the wise men, and the crying baby, and the Virgin Mary, and all the Christmas stories, and including the more esoteric ones like Dieu parmi nous, God literally amongst us, and all this rapturous, lovely music you've made has really made this a wonderful evening for us all to share. We can't thank you enough, but may we try once again with another round of applause. If I may as well, Rashaan played this exactly 4 years ago today, La Nativité in St. James Cathedral, and I hope it's not another 4 years before we have a repeat performance. Thank you to our fine readers as well, my wife Susan and Sarah, for reading so wonderfully. Thank you too for your... Yeah. And lastly, thank you for your part here. Your presence here makes the music grow. It really does make it come alive, having a wonderful audience such as yourself. And we wish you a safe and blessed and happy Christmas. Thank you very much.